Ronaldo's son Lamine Yamal will have the opportunity to play for the 5 countries. Ronaldo's son Lamine Yamal, the boy who can play for 5 countries. High-energy montage. Ronaldo celebrating a goal, Lamine Yamal dribbling, different national flags. What if I told you that one of football's brightest young stars, Lamine Yamal, isn't just a prodigy on the pitch, but also a player with the rare chance to represent 5 different countries? And what if this wonder kid happened to be the son of Cristiano Ronaldo? Sounds crazy. Well, let's dive into the wild hypothetical of what would happen if Ronaldo's son was Lamine Yamal, and how his multicultural heritage gives him one of the most unique choices in international football history. Grab your popcorn, football fans. This is not your ordinary career story. Lamine Yamal highlights from La Masia and FC Barcelona. Born on July 13, 2007, Lamine Yamal has been hailed as the next big thing in Spanish football. A graduate of Barcelona's famous youth academy, La Masia, he made headlines in 2023 when he became the youngest player ever to debut for FC Barcelona's senior team. By the age of 16, Yamal had already played for both club and country, dazzling fans with his speed, close control, and creativity. But in this story we imagine a twist, that Lamine is actually the son of Cristiano Ronaldo, arguably the greatest footballer of all time. Would the footballing world look at him differently? And more importantly, which country would he represent? Let's talk about that. Lamine with family, training clips, map showing heritage. In real life, Lamine Yamal was born in Esplugues de Llobregat, Spain, to a Moroccan father and an Equatoguinean mother. That gives him a multicultural background and eligibility to play for Spain, Morocco, and Equatorial Guinea. Now, let's layer in our fictional twist. Imagine if Cristiano Ronaldo, born in Madeira, Portugal, was Yamal's father. That would immediately open the door to Portuguese citizenship. And just for fun, let's say that Ronaldo's wife, in this scenario, is from Argentina, adding yet another option. That gives us 5 potential countries. Spain birthplace. Morocco mother's origin. Equatorial Guinea mother's origin. Portugal father Ronaldo's nationality. Argentina hypothetical maternal link. 5 nations. 1 talent. Let's break down what each nation offers him, and the pros and cons of choosing each. Visual. Spanish national team, Lamine playing for Spain youth team. Let's start with the obvious. Spain. Lamine has already played for the Spanish national youth teams, and in real life he made his debut for Spain's senior team at just 16 years old. He scored and assisted in his early appearances, becoming the youngest goalscorer in Spanish national team history. Spain is a global football power with a strong infrastructure. Familiarity. He grew up in Spain, speaks the language, and is embedded in its football culture, playing alongside stars like Pedri, Gavi, and Ansu Fati at both club and country level. Heavy competition for attacking spots. Pressure to perform immediately due to high expectations. Spain feels like home. But is it where his heart lies? Next up, Morocco, the team that shocked the world at the 2022 World Cup by reaching the semifinals, the first African nation to ever do so. Lamine's father being Moroccan makes him eligible to don the Atlas Lions jersey. National hero status. He'd instantly become Morocco's golden boy. Less pressure compared to Spain or Portugal. A chance to inspire a generation across North Africa. Less competitive infrastructure compared to Spain or Portugal. Fewer guarantees of World Cup success, although that's changing. An emotional and cultural fit. A chance to lift a nation, just like Hakimi and Ziyech. Equatorial Guinea matches, youth teams, flags. How about Equatorial Guinea? This small West African nation rarely makes waves on the global football stage. But with Lamine in the team, that could change overnight. Would become the face of the entire nation. Opportunities to shape and build the national program. Emotional connection via his mother's heritage. Limited exposure. Likely to miss out on major tournaments. Developmental and organizational challenges. It's the boldest and most selfless choice, but probably the least likely. Ronaldo with Portugal, highlights of Euro 2016. Now let's talk about Portugal, Ronaldo's country. If Lamine were Ronaldo's actual son, there's no question he'd be eligible for Portugal. Imagine him following in CR7's footsteps, carrying on the legacy that began in Madeira. Emotional lineage. The Prince of Portugal. National team in transition. Perfect timing for a new star to rise. Still very competitive on the world stage. Would always be compared to his father. High expectations. Cultural adaptation, since he grew up in Spain. A poetic passing of the torch. From Cristiano to Lamine, father to son. Now Argentina. That's a curveball. Let's say Lamine's mother in this fictional story is Argentine. That means eligibility to play for the reigning World Cup champions. Argentina has a legendary football culture. Team built around attacking flair, a good fit for his style. The Messi connection. Poetic, given Ronaldo is his dad in this story. He's not culturally tied to Argentina. Incredibly hard team to break into. Would face immense scrutiny. It's a wild card, but one full of narrative drama. Imagine Ronaldo's son carrying Argentina's hopes. Football storytelling gold. Split screen of all 5 flags, slow motion of Lamine with ball. So, where does that leave Lamine? He could play for the country he was born in, the country of his roots, a smaller nation looking for a miracle, or the arch-rival of his father's legacy. Which one should he choose? In truth, the decision isn't just about football. It's about identity, emotion, pressure, legacy, and the kind of story he wants to write. And in the end, maybe there's no wrong answer. Ronaldo training with son, young Lamine working hard, press conferences. Being the child of a footballing icon is never easy. Just ask Jordi Cruyff, Kasper Schmeichel, or Enzo Zidane. Now imagine being the son of Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the 2 greatest players of all time. And also being expected to match or surpass that level. Would it break him or make him stronger? Lamine would face intense media scrutiny. Every game, every miss, every goal would be a headline. But the gift of choosing your own path, even if it defies tradition, is the greatest power any footballer can have. Whether he chooses Spain, Morocco, Portugal, Argentina, or Equatorial Guinea, or none of them, Lamine Yamal's story will be his own. In our fictional twist, being Ronaldo's son only adds another layer to a career already destined for greatness. But no matter what jersey he wears, one thing is certain. The world will be watching. Because in football, talent gets you noticed, but decisions build your legacy. So which country do you think Lamine Yamal should represent? Spain, Morocco, Portugal, Argentina, or surprise the world with Equatorial Guinea? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another football story like this.